Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today let's go over a premium hard database question that I just solved on my own, so I'm very happy about this and I'm super glad that I was able to come up with my own solution to this problem without any assistance. So let's go over it and let me show you how I did it. This is 3236 CEO Subordinate Hierarchy. So basically I think the picture is pretty self-explanatory, and so yeah, so you want to get all the subordinates, which means any person that does not have is not the employee CEO himself. So yeah, so I think the challenging part of this question is getting the hierarchy level, but let me show you my approach. So basically, let's create a default dict of type list. Let's loop through the employees table. And let's go with manager ID. So we can see who's the CEO. And we can say try int of E, because you can't do that with a null value. So in that case, we would just say CEO.append the employee ID of I, and also so we want the employee ID and maybe like the salary or the name. Let's not worry about this for now. Let's worry about this, because if we can do this, then that means that we're good to go. We can just say d dots. We're going to use the manager ID. There's just so much shit here. Okay, so de.append employee ID of I. I was just mixing up the employee ID and the manager ID for a second there. It's just confusing. Okay, anyways. Yeah, so otherwise we continue, and if we print our dictionary, you can see that we have 2, 3 should be at level 1, but 6, 7 should be at level 2. And that's because 2, so 1 to 2, and 2 to 4, and then 4, 3 to 6. So 1 to 3 and 3 to 6, that's actually 2. Okay, cool. So now let's just go ahead and get all the employees and their employee IDs. And let's just also discard the CEO ID. So CEO.append employee ID of I. CEO of 0, and let's print current. Oh, let's do this here. Cool. So now let's loop through currents and try to run a BFS, because let's append first the value of so we want to be able to sort of push to the queue and pop from it, because the first level has to be 1 and C, right? So, and then while, let's just call this, yeah, let's call this Q, while Q, let's just call this the level, and then the employee ID is q.pop left. Let's print level and EID to see if that tracks. Okay. So 2 is at level 1, yep, but this is not correct, because what is going to happen is we're going to loop through the neighbor of D of EID, and we're going to push to the queue level +1 and that particular neighbor. Okay, so this is, so 2 is at 1, 4 is at 2, 3 is at 1. Cool. So let's just go ahead and return result now. Data frame, just want to check my work. So 12 is supposed to be at, okay, 16 is supposed to be at 1. And I guess we're only returning 16 here because there's something weird going on there. Anyways, now that we have the hierarchy level, we can go ahead and set that. So HL of EID is equal to level. And then let's go ahead and print HL. Yeah, EID level. So, yeah, EID is supposed to be that. Why is this getting set at 2 as 4? Why is 5 getting set as 1? Oh. Maybe we should append the CEO ID of 0. Or CEO of 0. Because that's the one we're not going to use. 1, 1, 2, 2. Nope. What am I doing? Okay. Maybe this is supposed to be 0. Just want this to look correct. 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2. Awesome. There we go. So we're starting with the CEO, and we're going to keep running this BFS. Awesome. So now for seeing current, okay. So for seeing current, okay. So, okay, that's fine, but I'm trying to figure out what are we supposed to return the subordinates. And the salary difference. The salary difference is pretty easy to get because we can just say for C and current, if the C of, we want to check the level. So okay, so let's get the salary difference first. And, well, we don't even need that. We just need, what do we need? There's so many pieces of information here. Let me think. So right now, I'm losing my train of thought. We're supposed to, here I'll put level that one neighbor, print HL, that's fine. Okay, so I guess let's just go through HL instead. Okay, so if for A in HL, if HL of H is not equal to 0, then let's print H. Okay, cool. There we go. Now we can go ahead and append the employee ID, their name, name of H. We're just going to make a dictionary. So employee name of the employee's employee ID of I is equal to the name of I, not the manager. if we look at that chart. Okay, and then let's also do HL of H, and then the difference, which is just going to be the current salary. So this is where the salary comes in. So this employee ID of I is equal to employees salary of I. I wish there was an easier way to just spell this out, but okay, so difference, and that's just going to be the salary of H minus CEO salary, which the CEO salary employees salary of I. And then the CEO salary should be CEO sal of 0. And let's print answer. Cool. So that looks correct. Awesome. So now, last but not least, we sort by the hierarchy level. X2 and then X of 0, the subordinate ID, make 4 columns and return it. Okay, so result of subordinate ID subordinate name hierarchy level. I wish there were pop-ups for these names, but that's fine. Salary difference equals to 4, and then return the result. Okay, so let's submit it. And there you go, passes all test cases. So again, I'm super happy that I was able to come up with my own solution to this question without any help and solve it completely on my own. So that's it for this video, and thank you for watching.